this video, I'll be showing how to install travel latches using a Southco compression latch to stop your RV drawers from sliding open while going around hard turns. This is what I use: the Southco E3-17-35 latch, some support brackets that you can get from Lowe's. The tools needed are a drill, a 13/16 drill bit, a tape measure, a couple of adjustable wrenches, some screwdrivers, and a pencil. I decided to use the compression style on these doors. That way they're uniform, and these are a lot stronger than the push button because these are some heavy drawers that I've made. That way, won't open, and I know these are a lot stronger than the push button style. With the weight of those drawers, I want it to be safe. Install this. The first thing you need to know is how far from here down you have to drill. Now I'll take the latch catch off to do the measurements to find out how far I have to bring it down to drill from the top edge. You need this latch catch to be able to line completely flush. And this is the measurement you need. So you want to measure this from this tip to the center of this hole. And it is 1 5/16. Find the dead center of the door, measure down 1 5/16, and make a mark. Now that you have to mark where to drill, you want to use a 13/16 spade bit. I've already drilled through, but basically what you want to do is you want to drill through, then you want to start going up and down, just a little bit, very little. And that will give you the hole you need. It's perfectly fine if you drill through the face and the plywood, as long as you have a complete hole. Just put the nut on. If you don't, just cut out whatever you need for the nut to be able to sit flush against the face board. Okay, now that you have the hole drilled and the lock is fitting properly, you want to take the lock and make sure it's compressed all the way in. And these are vertically. You want to install this with this pointing upward. Slide it in. Put the lock washer on. Put the nut on. Take an adjustable wrench, tighten it down onto the handle, make sure it's pointing straight up. Take another wrench, and you want to have this flat. So you want that nut flat, vertical with this. Now that's tight and on. Now, if you didn't already have this nut on, take a nut, screw it down, put a lock washer on. You want to put the catch with the curved side facing in and the flat side facing out. Put it on, put another lock washer. Put a nut on. Now let's check out the function of the drawer. Okay, we're going to turn that sideways. Drawer shut. If you turn that, it's touching. That means you have to adjust this. Loosen up the back screw, the back nut. Now you want to turn this nut in a little bit and try it again. Right there. That could be a little bit tighter, so just loosen it up, make it a little bit tighter. Try it again. And you can tell you have it tight. See how the drawer's sitting like that? When you turn it and it pulls it tight. The drawer's nice and tight, not going to move. Now with it properly adjusted, I'm going to turn it so that's sticking straight up again. Slide that on it, and I'm going to tighten up this backside nut. And that is installed. Now if you don't want the latch to be rubbing on wood, you can install a metal plate. And that's what I've done. This is the bracket I use. They sell them in 4-packs at Lowe's. You put them on the bar for each drawer. Just push it up there and mark it, that way you can see where those 2 little humps are hitting. And then where those 2 little humps are, you just want to take a razor blade and cut out a little bit so that way it will sit flush. Then after you sit it up there, just put 2 screws in the bottom and 1 screw in the center top, and it's done. That way it's not rubbing against the wood. Now it's on metal instead of the wood. If you adjust it before you put the metal plate on, just remember when you put the metal plate on, you'll have to readjust this. Next video will be installing soft close hinges and magnetic catches. Thank you for watching Handyman Learning RVs.